Hi, this is just a short video to explain how ALEKS's proving system works. It works a little bit differently than the types of problems you're used to. You're very used to put in an answer, check. If it's wrong, then you get experience taken away from you, and you should try it again. And these proving ones don't quite work like that. Now, I'm going to say, if you're curious about the actual mathematical process that goes into solving an identity like this, you're looking for the proving identities video. It's like a 26-ish minute, a little less than 26-minute video. You can find a link to that on Canvas, but this is just how to use the tool. All right, so the way that it works, every step of the way, you're going to write down what the step will be, and then you'll write down what rule brought you from the statement above to the statement below. So you're going to, for instance, this guy here is secant squared x minus 1 times cosecant squared x. I know that secant squared x minus 1 is equal to tangent squared x. So I'm going to type tangent. The way that you get the little exponent, you can click the exponent button, or you can click shift, hold the shift button down, and then tap the 6. And that will put you up in the exponent there. Type a 2. Be careful, because if you type x, you'll notice that x is in that exponent now, not down where you want him. You can push the right arrow, or you can click tab. Tab will also always bring you to the next available open box. So tab x, and then cosecant, shift 6 puts me up top, squared, tab x. So all I did was a Pythagorean. So Pythagorean, and then I click validate. So every step of the way you click validate. Now, if I do something wrong, let's say that I say this is equal to 1 because of algebra. 1 because of algebra. I click validate, it says it's incorrect. I can click this as many times as I want. It'll just say this line is incorrect, and it will continue saying that until I've corrected it. I'm not going to click this check button down here until this is all done. So if that doesn't work, I'm going to figure out what I did wrong here. So there's two things I want to do here. I want to change my tangents into sines and cosines, and I want to change my cosecant into sines and cosines. And if you were doing this by hand, you would do this as one step. You would make this sine squared over cosine squared times 1 over sine squared. However, that's not how this works on here, because the reciprocal and quotient identities are separate. So if I were to go in here and try doing exactly what I just said, sine squared x, and then note if I push divide, you're going to note that it puts you down below here. To make it so that you're dividing this whole thing, you can select the whole thing, click the fraction button, and now you're in the denominator. All right, and then if I try to do this as times 1 over sine squared x, and I say, oh, well, it's like the quotient, it'll say incorrect. Incorrect. So I can only do one of these at once. This is quotient because from tangent to sine over cosine. Validate. Ah, that's correct. Now I can do sine squared x. You have to make sure you do it correctly. Fraction cosine squared x times 1 over sine squared x. And then a nifty tip here. So this is reciprocal, by the way. A nifty tip here. When you're going from one step to another, and it's kind of just like annoying because like you're just copying and pasting the whole thing. When you're in the middle of the edit box, before you go to the next step, if you hold down the control key, do Control Alt A, so Control A for Control All, or just highlight the whole thing. You can either, right click and then copy it. Oh no, you can't right click and copy, but you can highlight the whole thing and hold down the control key, tap the C key, Control C it. And then if your box, when you get to the next step, you can paste it and edit it easier. So that's reciprocal rule. All right, the sine squares would cancel. That would be algebra. So I just pasted it is what I did there. I pasted the old one. So now it's just 1 over cosine squared. That happened due to algebra. Validate. 1 over cosine squared. Well, that is secant squared, which is what we were looking for. That is due to a reciprocal rule. I validate it. Your proof is complete. Now you click check, and then you get it correct. All right, so you don't have to get a problem wrong. You can just keep on trying your algebra. And if you get to a point where like you're doing the correct thing, but it doesn't look like it's going in the right direction, there's this undo button and then there's just start over. So like the undo button is going to just take you like clear out your box here. The start over button is going to start you right back at the top again. So yeah, that's how all of that works. Select the rule on each one. Remember, reciprocal and quotient have to be done separately. And it's actually nice because you can't get them wrong unless you purposely get them wrong. You can validate every step along the way. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day. Bye.